Introduction. In this video, we sling from Springbok to Kakamas on day 11 of our slinging trip to Port Nolloth. The planning for the whole trip is presented in a separate video. In this video, we mainly share the slinging to Kakamas Airport, being there in Kakamas, driving to the surrounding areas, reviews, and some general aviation tidbits. Planning. The planning specific for this leg of the trip is quite simple. We plan to route directly to Kakamas. The weather forecast indicates some scattered medium-level clouds at Springbok and clear skies for the rest of the route. Getting there. On the morning of our departure, we were presented with some medium-level clouds, but mostly clear skies as forecasted. After another delicious breakfast, joined by teacup, we left for the airfield to do our preparations. We took off from runway 10 around 9 o'clock and had to climb out quite steeply to get above the surrounding hilltops. We climbed out directly to flight level 055 and registered with Johannesburg West sector. Our private search and rescue WhatsApp group was intermittent, but we had radio communication all the way. We had a very enjoyable and stable flight over the beautiful Namaqualand landscapes, passing only about 2 small towns visible in the distance. At Kakamas, I had to make the call between uphill or upwind, but due to the strength of the wind versus the slight uphill, I chose upwind and downhill this time. We followed the standard unmanned joining procedure and landed on the runway 02. Review of the runway. The runway lies between vineyards, but is quite distinguishable from the air. Runway 20 is slightly uphill and should be the preference for landing, but it seems to be in contradiction to the prevailing afternoon wind. The runway is 1,200 meters long and 25 meters wide, at an altitude of 2,250 feet, with a well-compacted smooth gravel surface, very similar to the one close by at the Grabis. The hangars and the parking areas right at the 02 threshold, with the windsock closely by, also on the east side of the runway. A slightly flimsy cable is available for anchoring right next to one of the hangars. This windspill runway is also maintained by the flying club pilots using it. Being there. Upon landing, the owner of Verglen Lodge, Neil Steenekamp, was already there to fetch us. He took us directly to the lodge to book in, as our room was ready. We had a nice lunch and a relaxing afternoon at the lodge. After dinner, we had a good night's sleep. We initially planned and booked to stay here for only one night, but sometime during the previous 2 days, we decided to extend our stay here and postpone our next stay over at Eagles Flight Academy with 1 day. All parties were happy with this, as it fell over New Year's Day. After breakfast the next morning, one of the personnel told us about a local guide, Gerard Oberholster, who could show us the town and surrounding areas. We contacted him and he came to fetch us at the lodge and took us on about a 3-hour tour to all sorts of interesting places and told us some very interesting stories about Kakamas and its people. Review of the lodge. Because the owner Neil had a lot of exposure to flying, went out of his way to make things easy for us and supported us personally. This going the extra mile also filtered through to his staff at the lodge, and everyone is friendly and very helpful. Their booking system works very well. The rooms are comfortably furnished with good beds and linen. The food in the on-site restaurant is excellent, the same as the buffet breakfast in the morning. The restaurant also had a lot of seating outside, some of it around a small pool. The gardens and duck pond with its black swan are beautifully kept. We can definitely recommend Verglen Lodge for staying over. Getting back. The next morning we were presented with another beautiful day in Africa, with just some medium level clouds. After breakfast, the owner of the lodge, Neil, took us back to the airfield. For the takeoff, the wind has reversed from the landing 2 days before, and I again have to make a decision between downhill or upwind. This time I selected downhill and downwind, again due to the relative strength between the two and the length of the runway. We took off just after 8:30 on runway 02 for our flight to Eagles Flight Academy. The rest of this flight is discussed in another video.